all eyes on the India-Pak encounter which is underway. Good bowling, great fielding and stunning comeback means that India has managed to bowl out Pakistan for less than 200. In fact, at one stage, Pakistan looked on course to score 300, but Indian bowlers managed to peg the men in green at just 191, with Pakistan skipper Babar Azam departing immediately after he scored his 50. 5 Indian bowlers took 2 wickets apiece, and this was the Indian team that has bowled out Pakistan for 191. My colleague Himanshu joins us live from the newsroom for more on this. Himanshu, brilliant comeback there for India. Pakistan, of course, looked on course to get a very big total with the wicket not really offering too much. But after Babar Azam's wicket, didn't look like any Pakistani batter did really want to apply himself on the crease there.
Okay. Ashish, for starters, a very good evening to you. And I think rather than good, in fact, it is the best evening if you are an Indian cricket fan. I mean, what a show by the Indian bowlers. 8 wickets, 35 odd runs. Absolutely stunning. The comeback that was scripted by the bowlers led by Bumrah, Kuldeep. 5 bowlers actually picking up 2 wickets apiece. All-round show, combination working extremely well. Rohit's captaincy was spot on. And yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, until the point Babar and Rizwan were batting, the pitch was looking exactly as it was predicted to be. Placid, docile, batter-friendly, the ball coming onto the bat nicely, players being able to pay through the line. But once Siraj actually took that wicket with an absolute jaffa, the ball holding its line, hitting the top of off, which is a dream dismissal, the rest absolutely fell like dominoes. Not taking anything away from the Indian bowlers, they were absolutely on the money, line, length, the mix of pace, everything was absolutely fantastic. But yes, I think Pakistan did kind of get overawed by the occasion, seeing all the blue around them. And I think the occasion got to them in a manner in which nobody was even willing to apply. Barring Rizwan, who later got out to Bumrah, none of them were actually willing to stick around. Pakistan barely managed to bat 42 odd overs. And this total, and the way India has just started, Ashish, I mean, Shubman Gill seems to have picked up where he left in IPL at this ground. It seems that India are on course for a famous, historic win, and 8-0. So all the talk about Mauka, which was coming from various quarters, seems that Pakistan will have to wait for that Mauka for 4 more years.
Absolutely, Himanshu. All eyes on this match now with India start. Of course, a lot of questions will be asked about Pakistan's batting there. We are also joined in right now with Mr. Vedam Jaishankar, who's a sports journalist. Mr. Jaishankar, brilliant performance this, bowling performance, in fact, by India. Now, everyone's talking about how the pitch looked like when India started to bowl first. The Pakistani batsmen were finding the gaps. The ball was really coming onto the bat really well. And at one point, didn't look like the wicket was going to offer anything. But at one point in time, if you would have noticed, it was Rohit's captaincy that, in fact, managed to manufacture a couple of wickets, because the first wicket that India got, they sort of bluffed the batsman into thinking that there was going to be a short ball, following which the ball was pitched on good length and the batsman was trapped. So how exactly do you look at in terms of captaincy, which has also, in fact, managed to make a difference on a pitch that did not really offer too much to the batsman in the beginning?
I think what we really need to look at Rohit's captaincy here is the amount of pressure he exerted on the batsmen. If there were bowlers who were not really firing, like Shardul Thakur, he gave him 2 overs, he removed him. And at one stage, even Hardik Pandya was removed from the firing line because he wanted bowlers who could exert pressure all the time. And of course, Hardik picked up a couple of wickets. So did Siraj. Actually, Siraj bowled well, but he was, he had the tendency to bowl a bad ball every now and then. But the good thing is he got a couple of wickets, and crucial wickets at that. So the fall of wickets also exerted pressure. And of course, Kuldeep Yadav and Jadeja, and of course, the unbeatable Bumrah. I mean, they kept it so tight. And, each time they bowled, it looked like they would get a Pakistani wicket at any time because so much of pressure they exerted. And let's not forget the fielding. Fielding was brilliant. And I think this combined with the way Rohit handled it and ensured that the fielders were in the right position and there was pressure exerted at all times. And I think the fielders, the bowlers knew what to do, except for a minor blip or 2 here and there. But again, Rohit also was ruthless enough to remove the bowlers who didn't perform and shuffle them around. So I think all in all, it's a very, very good performance, except that you have a low total, and low totals are always dangerous.